it's KayBeast, and I've got a little different kind of video for you today. This here is a book of 300 drawing prompts. This book was actually given to me as a Christmas present by my friend Jessie, so thank you, Jessie. And I have been using this book as sort of like a warm-up. I try to do one every day. I didn't start doing them until mid-February because I wanted to do speed paints of them, and then decided just to do them anyway and do something like this later. But yeah, so since then I've been doing one almost every day, or trying to, and then as I continue doing them, I do them more and more, and I've been pretty consistent lately. So this set right here is all of the drawings through the end of April, so through April 30th, and it's about 58 of them, and I think I'm going to do another video of this in about 2 months or so. It'll depend on, you know, how many that winds up being and stuff, but my goal is I want to fill this book up by the end of the year. And when I do them, I'm only allowed to do one a day, so I think I might be able to finish this on December 31st. We shall see. But anyway, I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of the drawings that I've done. Some I spent more time on and are much better, and some were just quick little doodles, and some of the prompts I didn't understand, or they were prompts that were material of things I don't particularly enjoy drawing, so I just kind of did something quick, but you'll see once I get in here. So this was gotten at Barnes & Noble, by the way, so, and I can't remember how much it was because I didn't buy it and I took the sticker off, so yeah, make sure it's in frame. Okay, so here we go. Folds up like this, which is kind of weird, and it's tied in. The paper is not that bad. It's definitely sketch paper. I did a little thing of water one time and it didn't work out so well, but it takes pencil and pen quite well. So for the first prompt, it was angel wings, and because I'm a nerd, I did a Digimon. So I did Angel Woman. And then this one was Dr. Seuss Hat, so just kind of went a little crazy. This one's one of the favorites that I've done. It was Your Reflection, and I did use a mirror to draw this, and it took me 10 minutes, which is pretty awesome, the fact that I was able to capture my likeness in about 10 minutes. It's not, you know, perfect, but, you know, it's obviously me. Asteroids and the Milky Way, and here's when using pencil kind of limits you because it's kind of hard to add color, and I have gone in with colored pencil a few times, but I'm not that confident with it, so I just did quick sketches. Comic book cover. There's a bit of backstory to this one. A while back, me and my friends, John, Alicia, went to this, we used to go to this goth club all the time, and one night there was a theme of superheroes, and we didn't really have a cosplay in mind, so we decided to create our own, and we wound up creating superheroes based on ourselves, and the whole point was to make them as gay as possible, because that's what we are. So John became Homo Man, and there's kind of a story involved here, and pretty much if you're trying to figure, like, the whole, like, Adventures of Homo Man thing, it's very much like an Adam West Batman kind of feel. Super cheesy was kind of the goal. So I did a sketch of Homo Man, and then I added pink glitter gel pen because it's John, and glitter is his favorite color, as is pink. So yeah, there's that. Lotus Flower, I used my color pencils for this. I like how it turned out, but I'm not so happy with the blending. Color pencil is not something I'm really confident with, but I would like to continue with it in the future. Looking through a keyhole, I don't know how well you can see that. I drew this during the commercial breaks of the Walking Dead mid-season premiere back in February. So obviously it's zombies through a keyhole because I'm a nerd. Tree of Life, I did this. These next few ones I did when I was in Indiana visiting my grandparents. And there's an actual tree somewhere in Washington that is referred to as the Tree of Life because all of its roots are exposed. So I found a picture of it, and I used my Prismacolor Color Erase and my Pentel brush pen for finishing touches, and I had fun. Something with two heads. I had to do Pokemon. I mean, come on. Like, I had to. Lightsaber. This was kind of a cop-out. I tried doing Kylo Ren's lightsaber, but it was a quick sketch. Grim Reaper. Billy and Mandy. How could I not? I used to love this show. This was like my favorite show for the longest time. Especially because there's 2 episodes that make it very clear that someone on the writing team was a big fan of the Dune series by Frank Herbert. If you're familiar of the episode that's the future one where Mandy is a giant worm, that is almost entirely the 4th book in the Dune series. So that made me happy to see. So I had to do Grim. Fountain of Youth. Most of these I just went to Google Images just to get some inspiration. And this was just regular pencil. This was a fun series. Man in the Moon. And Lightning Strike. And then Goddess. I did Artemis. This is supposed to be a deer. It looks more like a llama. But it's supposed to be a deer. And this is more of my Pentel brush pen, which I have a lot of fun using, but I fear it's starting to dry out. I need to get a refill soon, because otherwise I'll be in trouble. Psychedelic Portal. I don't know what it meant by this, so that's what I did. Yeah. View from the top. This was my dinosaur hat sitting on the table. I drew this while I was actually at a drag show. I usually bring this with me on those drag show nights. And it's about a good hour before my friends actually go on stage, and I'm just kind of sitting there. So I usually do my drawing prompt while I'm waiting. I'm like the only person in the room not actually drinking, I'm drawing. Masquerade Mask. I had fun with this one. This is a little pencil and brush pen. Poseidon. I don't know how all that turns out. That was color erase, color pencil. Jackal. Deer Antlers. I did this with a ballpoint pen, actually. I really want to do like a ballpoint pen challenge at some point, but my pen dried out, so I need to get some ballpoint pens. Medusa. I had fun with this one, obviously, because I love snakes and Medusa and Greek mythology, so I actually took my time with this. I didn't have a specific snake species in mind. I was just kind of going for a generic viper kind of head. They're very triangular, but I didn't want to make them look all mean and hissy and stuff, because it's kind of a cliche, and I like snakes, so I wanted them to be pretty. And then this theme was carousel, and I drew Beetlejuice with his carousel hat, because Beetlejuice, and I'm a nerd. And again, this is a lot of brush pen too. I think I used my Coolpix SP brush pen for this, because I was worried about my Pentel drying out. And it works well enough. It's not quite the same as the Pentel brush, but it worked for what I wanted it to do, and I had a lot of fun doing this. So. Okay. So, this next set I used Google Images heavily for reference. Voodoo Doll and Tiki Idol were all done in pencil, and I didn't spend a lot of time with them, maybe 10-15 minutes at most. Sugar Skull, I had a lot of fun. I'd like to do a larger piece like this and color it in. I think this would be a good way to practice with color pencil. Again, I used Google Images, and I didn't copy one specific Sugar Skull. I just kept the image page up and looked at like 6 of them and just kind of messed around and added elements of different ones that I liked. But I had a lot of fun with this one. Something abstract. Well, I think it fits the abstract bill. I am not the biggest fan of abstract artwork. I don't really mind if artwork has abstraction in it, but if it's all abstract, I'm not a big fan. I like to know what I'm looking at. You know, I'm an illustrator. I like the thing to actually be something. So I just kind of did a bunch of squiggles and called it good. Aladdin's Lamp. Yes, I looked up the one from the movie Aladdin by Disney, because it's Disney. And again, a lot of brush pen. Tooth Fairy. I decided to do the one from Rise of the Guardians. It's a very good movie. I really liked her character design, and I've heard there's an art book for this movie somewhere. I may have to get it. So I drew her. Blueprints. I did Blue's Clues. I'm not a very technical person when it regards like drawing electronic items or things like that. Not my forte. So when I saw blueprints, I kind of cracked a joke with Alicia and said I should draw blue dog prints like Blue's Clues, and then I actually wound up doing it. Cyborg. I drew 7 of 9. I was on a Star Trek kick this day and thought, hey, why not? It counts. So I looked up some reference photos and decided to go with her looking from earlier on in the series when she's more Borgy before she kind of gets brought out of it. So I'm kind of a big Star Trek fan because I'm a nerd. Totem Pole, again, just a quick sketch. Some of these I spend more time on, like this one. Some of them I just do as a warm-up before moving on to a bigger piece for the day. Magic Kingdom. Architecture is not my forte. I looked up Disney's Magic Kingdom and drew the castle. Sort of. It's more of a loose sketch. Beach scene. I actually kind of like how this one turned out. I don't know how well you can see it with the stuff bleeding through the background. But there's waves and then the horizon and then this big sky and stuff. And I saved the reference photo for this. And I think this would be a fun scene to do in watercolor. So, that's why I like this drawing prompt book so much, is because some of these things I wouldn't mind doing as large pieces. So, gotta remember that one. Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man. Only 3D. And not that crappy movie either, just Pac-Man. This was a cop-out. Zodiac sign. I really wasn't in the mood for doing a large piece this day. So I wasn't going to draw like a set of twins or something. I was born in June, so I am Gemini. But I just did the actual like Riddick symbol, which I know is a cop-out, and I've been called out for that before. Thank you, John. But whatever. Something 3D. It's my pencil holder. John got one of these at work that was pink, and he told me about it, and I just thought it was adorable. Like, let the wheels spin. And it just has my gel pens and a couple pencils in it and stuff. So I just pulled that out and drew that, because why not? Anaconda. This one I had fun with. If you guys know me at all, I love snakes. They're my favorite animal. And so I just looked up Google Images, found a green anaconda, and then I drew it. I drew it. I actually am a big fan of anacondas because they have really big fat heads, and because they're water snakes, their eyes are on the top of their head, so if you look at them straight on, they look kind of doofy. So I had fun. Something upside down. I just drew a pill bottle. I have ibuprofen handy like at all times, so I just kind of stuck it upside down and went with it. Computer from the future. Tech is not my strong suit. I've said this before. When I was drawing this, I was kind of going for like, well, we have like touch screens now. I kind of went further where like it was kind of like see-through is what I would have done, but yeah, I didn't spend a long time on this one. Bright idea. I drew me with a light bulb. Yeah, this was a weekend where I was not feeling the inspiration, and I just did them just to make sure that I do them. So they can't all be winners, but at least I'm actually filling the book up. That's the challenge I made for myself, to fill the thing up, and that's what I'm doing. Grand Canyon. I found a Google image, sketched it out, and I tried creating depth with shadow and stuff, but yeah, I liked the photo that I used. So this is maybe another piece I might do for watercolor reference. Lion. I had to do Steven Universe. This was another one I did at a drag show, by the way. Some of the ones that are sketchier or kind of hard to make out. There's very little lighting in the drag club. So, yeah, but I did Lion and I did a bunch of roses. And again, this is mostly Pentel brush pen, because I freaking love that thing, and it's just so much fun. Mad Hatter. I did the old Alice in Wonderland Disney one. Not because I particularly enjoyed that movie, but more because his design was simpler than me trying to create my own or draw Johnny Depp, which I was not up for that day. So, he's got a very goofy look, and he was kind of fun to draw, so I did that. Football. Dollar bill, and I looked up dollar bill origami. People will fold the dollar bills up, so I did that. Koala bear and hummingbird. So pretty standard. Found some Google images and did a quick sketch. Getting near the end here. Woolly mammoth and a giraffe and a wishing well. And originally I was going to stop here with giraffe at number 50, but I didn't like how it was halfway through the page and I wasn't quite ready to record yet because I was sick and my voice was kind of going. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep drawing and go through the end of the month, which is, we're almost there. Bullseye, bouquet of roses. This is mostly color erase color pencils. Aurora Borealis sky. I found this on Google Images and I used color pencil for it, and you know, it doesn't look bad, but I can't really blend well with colored pencils, at least not to the way I want. So if I were to really do an Aurora Borealis, I would want to use watercolor, which I might actually do, because this was a really cool picture. So let's see. Boombox. I drew a dude with a boombox. Ticket stub. And here's the last ones that I did. I did this Friday when John and Alicia were over. Captain's hat, and this was all. I used some smaller Coolpix SP multi-liners, and then something nautical. I found an anchor. So that's it for the book, at least that I have so far. I have been keeping track of my pages with paperclip, so I'm just gonna pop that in there. And come up next I have banjo, and like it's a very, like this is how much I've got left. This is gonna keep me busy all year. And some of these prompts I just do as quick warm-ups just so that I can draw something every day and get in the habit of it. Even if the drawing doesn't turn out great, it's just something to do. And some of these drawings that I've done have turned out really good, and I wouldn't mind, you know, doing again for a larger piece. So I am drawing another line, by the way, because Steven Universe is like amazing. But yeah, so I am pretty, like, taco. Some of these are really random too. When Pigs Fly, Tacos, Castle. This Layers of the Earth. You know, this is a really fun book. Like I said, Jessie got this for me for Christmas. She saw it in Barnes & Noble. Actually, I saw it and then was saying that'd be cool, I should come back and get it. And then she stuck around and she bought it. Animated Martian. I think I know what I'm doing for that one. That's actually one of the last ones. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a fun book. And it's just been kind of giving me something to draw every day consistently. And it's giving me ideas for pieces and of things that I may not necessarily consider drawing. So, yeah, it's a nice little drawing challenge, and it's not too difficult for me to do because I'm not striving to make each one like a finished work of art. So it's not bad. So, yeah, I think that does it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stuff, I kind of went nuts with that too. But yeah, so the Georges have a drag show once a month in Lowell, Massachusetts. It's at the Blue Shamrock Pub down on Market Street in Lowell. Alright, so we just left the theater. I really enjoyed that movie. Patrick has seen it before. Dad didn't care for it too much. His major complaint was that it was predictable, but it's Disney. But